Stop everything. Do not let your eyes wander. Do not let your thoughts drift away. This very moment is not ordinary. This is not coincidence. This is not random. I, the Lord your God, have interrupted your day to speak directly to your heart. I have made a very serious decision about you, and it will change the course of your life forever. This message is not like the others you have heard before. This is a divine appointment that was written before the foundation of the world. I set this very moment aside so that when you would hear my voice, you would know without a doubt that I am speaking to you and to you alone. My beloved, you are not just one among many. You are my chosen one. I have engraved your name upon the palms of my hands. And I have watched every step of your life from the moment you drew your first breath until this very second. I have seen the days when you smiled outwardly but carried a heavy weight inside. I have seen the nights when sleep escaped you and you cried silently, wondering if I even heard you. I was there. I was closer than the very air you were breathing. I have always been near, and I have waited for this appointed time to tell you what I decided. You may wonder why now, why this moment, why with such urgency. It is because your destiny has reached a turning point. You have walked through seasons of delay, disappointment, confusion, and pain. You have wrestled with doubts, asking why your prayers seemed unanswered and why your efforts often felt unseen. But my child, every step, every tear, every silent cry has been leading to this moment. Heaven has moved. The balance of your life has shifted. The plans I wrote for you long before you were formed in your mother's womb are about to unfold in ways you never imagined. And I need you to hear me clearly. You cannot ignore this message. If you turn away, you will miss the blessing, the breakthrough, and the decision I have already sealed in heaven. My beloved, listen with your heart, not just with your ears. This is not noise. This is not simply words. This is my voice calling out to you from eternity. I call you by name. I call you as a father calls his beloved child. I call you with urgency, for time is moving quickly, and the window of opportunity I am opening before you will not remain open forever. I've decided to move in your life in a way that will shock even you. You have prayed for change. You have begged for signs. You have longed for clarity. And now I'm answering, but not in a small way. I am answering with a divine decree. I have chosen to lift you up, to shift you, to break the chains that held you bound, and to set you firmly on the path of destiny I created for you. You remember the moments when you thought you were forgotten, when you believed others were moving ahead while you were stuck. I was watching. I was not punishing you. I was preparing you. Every delay was not denial. It was preparation for the magnitude of what I am about to do. You see only fragments of your story, but I see the full design. I see where you were, where you are now, and where I am taking you. You thought you had reached the end, but I am only beginning. You thought you were overlooked, but I have been watching with unbroken attention. You thought you were abandoned, but I carried you in the moments when you felt weakest. And now, my child, the season has shifted. What was hidden will be revealed, but with closed will open. What was broken will be restored. This is why I say with authority and with love, stop everything and listen. For I, the Lord, have made a serious decision concerning you. This decision is not based on your failures, not based on your mistakes, not based on your shortcomings. It is based on my eternal love for you and the destiny I wrote for your life long before you walked this earth. I have looked at your life. I have weighed your prayers. I have considered your tears, and I have chosen to move in your favor. I have decided to break patterns that seemed unbreakable. I have decided to silence voices of accusation that tried to define you. I have decided to lift burdens from your shoulders and replace them with peace you cannot explain. I have decided to make a way for you where there seemed to be no way. Do not doubt these words, my child. Do not question whether this message is for you. I orchestrated every detail to bring you here at this very moment so you could hear me say this is your divine appointment. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is random. You are standing at the doorway of change, and I am the one opening it. I am the one calling you forward. I am the one declaring that your life will never remain the same. You may not feel ready, but I say you are prepared. You may not feel worthy, but I say you are chosen. You may not see the full picture, but I say trust me. For I have already gone ahead of you. My child, the decision has been made in heaven, and now it will unfold in your life. You will see the fruit of prayers you thought were forgotten. You will witness breakthroughs in areas where you saw only barrenness. You will rise where you once fell. You will walk in light where there was darkness. And you will testify that I, the Lord, have spoken and fulfilled my word. Type, Lord, break every chain in me if you're ready for his freedom. I know the weight you carry. I know the fear that creeps in when you are alone. I know the questions that haunt your mind, the regrets that reap in your heart. But I tell you today, those weights are falling. Those fears are silenced. Those regrets are washed away. For I, the Lord your God, have declared a new beginning for you. This is not the end. This is not the place where you settle. This is the place where you rise. This is the place where my hand will lift you, guide you, and lead you into the fullness of destiny. So I call you again with love and urgency. My child, stop everything and listen, for the decision has already been made. Heaven has already shifted. The angels are already moving. And I, your Father, am speaking directly to your heart. Do not walk away. Do not delay. Receive these words as your divine revelation. This is the moment where everything changes. I have seen every hidden tear that has rolled down your cheeks when you thought no one was watching. I have collected them as precious treasures, for none of them were wasted, and none of them slipped past me unnoticed. I have heard the silent prayers you whispered in the middle of the night, prayers so deep that sometimes you could not even find the words. You thought those cries vanished into the empty air, but they reached my throne, and I held them in my heart. I have watched your struggles, the ones you never told another soul about. I have seen the way you smiled in public but ached in private. I was there when you felt the sting of rejection, when you thought you were invisible, when you wondered if anyone truly understood the weight you carried. And I want you to know today with certainty, I saw it all. I felt it all. And I have never turned my face away from you. My beloved, do not think for a moment that your pain was overlooked. Every time your heart was broken, my heart broke with you. When you felt betrayed, I stood beside you, shielding your spirit, even as your emotions collapsed. When you felt abandoned, I was closer than your breath, whispering comfort into your soul, even when you could not recognize it as me. I have walked with you in every shadow. I've sat beside you in the loneliness that seemed endless. I have stood guard over you in the darkest nights when fear tried to suffocate your hope. Even when you thought you were alone, I was surrounding you with my presence. You may not have seen me, but I was the reason you survived. You may not have felt me, but I was the strength that helped you rise again after falling. I have watched you carry burdens silently, burdens that no one else even noticed. People may have overlooked your struggles, but I never did. I was there when you questioned your worth. I was there when you stared at the ceiling at night and wondered if your life had any purpose. I was there when your body felt tired, your mind felt heavy, and your spirit felt like it was breaking. I was holding you, lifting you, keeping you from falling deeper into despair. Do not believe the lie that I was absent. I was closer to you in those painful moments than ever before. I was whispering, hold on, my child. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are mine. You thought I was silent, but my silence was not absence. I was watching, guiding, and preparing. I was shaping your heart to withstand storms. I was strengthening your faith in ways you could not see. Every tear you cried became a seed in my hands. And I am now bringing forth a harvest of joy from those seeds. Every sigh you released in exhaustion was heard in my ears. And I responded with unseen protection. You wondered if anyone cared. I cared. You wondered if anyone noticed. I noticed. You wondered if your prayers mattered. They mattered to me, and I have been weaving them into my divine plan for your life. My child, I have walked with you even in the shadows where you thought you were abandoned. Do you remember those nights when you asked, Lord, where are you? I was there sitting beside you in silence, not because I had nothing to say, but because I was holding you in ways words could not express. I was the comfort that came suddenly when you least expected it. I was the unexpected strength that helped you rise in the morning after a night of tears. I was the quiet peace that settled over you even when your circumstances had not changed. That was me. That was my presence. I have never left you, not for a moment. You see, my beloved, I know you more intimately than you know yourself. I know the thoughts you try to hide, the fears you try to push down, the regrets you try to forget. I see the scars you carry inside, the ones others cannot see, and I hold them gently in my hands. I have watched you blame yourself for things that were never your fault. I have seen you carry guilt that I already forgave. I have seen you punish yourself for mistakes that my mercy already erased. I know the lies the enemy has whispered to you, telling you that you are not enough, that you are unworthy, that you are unloved. But I have come to silence those lies with my truth. You were chosen. You are loved. You are mine. With deepest humility and warmth, we lovingly invite you to support our channel. as our only wish is to bring joy, peace, and devotion into your life while nurturing reverence toward God. And if our efforts have blessed you, you may kindly support us through the super thanks button down below. I have been with you in the seasons of confusion when you did not know which way to turn. I was a whisper in your spirit that guided you even when you thought it was just your own thoughts. I was the hand that closed doors that would have led to your harm, even though at the time you thought those doors were opportunities. I was the one who shielded you from traps you did not even see. I was protecting you long before you even realized you needed protection. I have walked through every valley with you. When others left, I stayed. When others doubted you, I believed in you. When others spoke against you, I defended you in the courts of heaven. My child, I have never been absent from your story. Every chapter, even the painful ones, has my fingerprints upon it. When you cried and no one came to comfort you, I came. When you felt too weak to keep going, I carried you. When you thought no one saw your pain, I saw it more clearly than anyone. I have never turned away from you, and I never will. You are the apple of my eye, the treasure of my heart, the child I love without condition. You may feel ordinary, but to me, you are extraordinary. You may feel forgotten, but to me, you are unforgettable. You may feel lost, but to me, you have always been found. So hear me now, my beloved one. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted. Every hidden tear has been recorded. Every silent prayer has been heard. Every unspoken pain has been felt by me. And I am moving now to redeem it all. I am turning your sorrow into strength. I am turning your pain into purpose. I am turning your waiting into a testimony of my faithfulness. I have not ignored you. I have not forgotten you. I have been with you all along, and I am with you now. Speaking directly to your heart, I want you to know this deeply. I am not far. I am not distant. I am here closer than your very breath. I will never leave you, never forsake you, never abandon you. You are mine, and I delight in you. I rejoice over you. I weep with you. I walk with you. I fight for you. And I will never stop loving you, my beloved child. Now listen with all the attention of your heart. For I, the Lord your God, have made a very serious decision concerning you. This is not a small matter. This is not something that will pass like a fleeting shadow. What I've decided about you will change the course of your life forever. A great turning point has come, and the weight of heaven rests upon this moment. I am speaking clearly so that you will not doubt, so that you will not mistake this for imagination. This is not wishful thinking. This is not empty comfort. This is my decree sealed in the courts of heaven and now released upon your life. My child, I have watched you walk through seasons of pain and disappointment. I have seen you chained by burdens, bound by fears, and trapped in cycles you thought would never end. I have watched as the enemy whispered lies to you, telling you that you would never rise, that your story would never change, that your destiny had slipped away. But the Lord declared to you today that those lies are broken. The chains are shattered. The prison doors are opening. The chapter of suffering is closing. And a new chapter of destiny is beginning. This is the decision I have made. This is the turning point I have declared. You have wondered why certain doors closed, why some paths were blocked, why people you depended on suddenly walked away. You thought it was rejection. You thought it was failure. But I tell you, it was protection. I was redirecting you. I was removing what could not go with you into the future I have prepared. I was clearing away every weight that tried to hold you down. My decision is this. You will no longer live in the shadows of what has been. You will no longer be defined by past pain. You will no longer carry the chains of yesterday into the tomorrow I have prepared. I'm lifting you from the ashes of sorrow and placing you into the light of a brand new season. Heaven has already shifted, my child. Do you sense it? The atmosphere around your life is no longer the same. Angels have been released to guard, to guide, and to open the way before you. The heavens have aligned, and what once resisted you will now yield. What once seemed impossible will now be possible. What once delayed you will no longer hold you back. For I, the Lord, have spoken, and when I speak, nothing can stand against my word. You have been tested in the fire, but now I call you out refined like gold. You have been pressed under weight, but now I release you into freedom. You've been overlooked by many, but now I place my hand upon you for all to see. I have decided that your destiny cannot remain hidden any longer. The time has come for you to rise, for you to walk boldly into the purpose I wrote for you before time began. This is not the end of your story. This is the unfolding of a greater plan than you ever imagined. I know you thought your suffering defined you. I know you thought your mistakes disqualified you. I know you thought your past was too heavy, too broken, too stained. But my child, my decision overrules every accusation, every failure, every regret. My mercy has spoken. My love has decreed. My grace has covered you. I have chosen to lift you higher, not because you earned it, but because you are mine. I do not decide based on human judgment. I decide based on my eternal purpose. And my purpose for you is life, hope, abundance, and glory. Do not look at yourself through the mirror of your past any longer. Do not measure your worth by what others have said or by what you have lost. I, the Lord, am the one who defines you, and I call you chosen, beloved, redeemed, and set apart. I have placed a crown of purpose upon your head, and no one can remove it. The decision I have made is final, and it will not be overturned. I have chosen to bless you. I have chosen to heal you. I have chosen to restore you. I have chosen to use you as a vessel of light in a world full of darkness. My child, do not fear what is ahead. The chapter of sorrow is closing. The season of wandering is ending. I've written a new page in your story, and it begins now. You will not remain where you are. You will not be stuck in endless waiting. The shift has already taken place. You will see doors open that you could never open by yourself. You will witness provision in places where you once saw only lack. You will feel strength rise in your soul where there was once only weakness. For I, your God, have made the decision to move you forward. I want you to understand something very clearly. This decision was not made lightly. I have weighed your life, and I have chosen this time. You are at the turning point of destiny. All of heaven rejoices because of what I have set in motion. Angels sing because of the breakthrough unfolding in your life. The enemy trembles because he knows his hold on you is broken. The earth itself will bear witness as my favor marks your path. You are stepping into a season that will not look like the last. The tears you sweat in sorrow will now be reaped in joy. The prayers you whispered in silence will now be answered openly. The wounds you carried in secret will now become testimonies of my healing power. Say, Jesus, I cling to you if he's the anchor of your soul. Do not resist this shift. Do not cling to what is ended. I'm calling you to release the old so you can embrace the new. I'm asking you to trust me, even when you do not understand every detail. My decision is not to harm you, but to prosper you. My plan is not to confuse you, but to establish you. I'm writing a destiny that will display my glory in your life. You will become a living testimony of what my love can do, of how I can lift the broken, restore the fallen, and crown the humble with victory. So lift your head, my beloved. Wipe away your tears. Do not look back with regret. Look forward with faith. The heavens have already shifted, and your life will never remain the same after this moment. The Lord your God has spoken, and it is done. My beloved child, I know the weight of the struggles you have carried. I know the questions you have asked in silence, wondering why life had to unfold the way it did. I've seen you wrestle with doubt, asking why your prayers were not answered in the way you expected, and why doors remained closed even after you knocked with all the faith you had. You looked at your life and thought perhaps I had forgotten you. Perhaps I had turned my face away. Perhaps your pain meant you were not worthy of my love. But hear me clearly today. None of your struggles were wasted. None of your tears were in vain. None of your unanswered prayers were signs of my rejection. They were all part of my preparation. I was shaping you, refining you, and building within you a strength that cannot be shaken. You see, my child, preparation often feels like punishment because you cannot yet see the full picture. When you were waiting and waiting, you thought it would delay. But I was teaching you to endure, to trust, and to lean on me instead of your own strength. When you faced losses, you thought I was taking away from you. But I was clearing the path, removing what could not walk with you into the destiny I prepared. When you faced betrayal, you thought you were being destroyed. But I was teaching you discernment, giving you wisdom to recognize truth from lies, loyalty from deception. When prayers seemed unanswered, you thought I was silent. But I was speaking through the silence, training your heart to hear me in deeper ways. Every moment of pain was not rejection, it was instruction. Every delay was not abandonment, it was alignment. Every battle was not meant to break you, it was meant to build you. I have walked with you through every valley. I was there in the nights when your pillow was soaked with tears. I was there when your heart ached with loneliness and your mind was clouded with fear. I was there when you fell to your knees and said, Lord, how much longer must I endure? I did not ignore those cries. I was holding you closer than you realized. I was shaping your spirit, teaching you resilience, and refining your character like gold in the fire. Do you not know that gold only shines after it has endured the flame? Do you not see that diamonds only form under pressure? So it is with you, my child. I was never punishing you. I was preparing you for the weight of the blessings and the glory that are now coming into your life. I know you often felt weak. I know you sometimes wanted to give up. But even in those moments, I was with you. It was my hand that lifted you when you had no strength left.
It was my whisper that kept you going when everything in you wanted to stop. You thought it was your own courage, but it was my spirit within you. You thought it was just survival, but I was teaching you to be a conqueror. You are not a victim of your past. You are a survivor, a warrior, a child of destiny. Every battle you faced was part of the training ground that has prepared you for this new season. Think back, my beloved, on all the times you thought you would not make it. Did I not carry you through? Did I not provide in ways you could not explain? Did I not heal wounds you thought would never close? Even when you walked through fire, you were not burned. Even when the flood came, you were not drowned. Even when darkness surrounded you, I was the light guiding your steps. Every trial you faced revealed the strength I placed within you. Every disappointment you endured revealed the depth of my grace over you. Every heartbreak you survived revealed the resilience of your spirit. And now I say to you, my child, you are stronger than you know, because I have been shaping you all along. You may not understand why some prayers were delayed. You may not understand why some dreams seemed denied. But hear me, delay is not denial. It's preparation. I withhold nothing from you out of cruelty. When I withhold, it is because I am protecting you. When I delay, it is because I am perfecting the timing. You asked me for certain things and you thought I did not hear. But I heard every word. I was not ignoring you. I was aligning the answer to arrive at the right moment. Had I given you what you asked for when you wanted it, it would have harmed you, overwhelmed you, or pulled you away from your true purpose. I love you too much to give you something too soon. I care for you too deeply to place in your hands what your spirit was not yet ready to carry. Trust me, my beloved. What seemed like silence was strategy. What seemed like absence was alignment. The suffering you endured was never the end of your story. It was the soil in which your faith was planted. It was the furnace that refined your heart. It was the weight that strengthened your soul. And now the fruit of all you endured is about to be revealed. The time of preparation is over, and the time of fulfillment has come. You are not the same person you were when the pain began. You have grown. You have matured. You have been transformed. The very storms that tried to destroy you have made you unshakable. The very battles that tried to break you have equipped you with weapons of faith. The very tears that watered the ground are now producing a harvest of joy. So do not look back at your past with bitterness. Do not look at your scars with shame. See them for what they truly are. Proof of your survival, proof of my presence, proof that you are more than a conqueror. You did not come out of those seasons empty. You came out carrying wisdom, resilience, compassion, and strength. You now have the ability to comfort others with the comfort I gave you. You now carry authority in the spirit because of what you endured and overcame. You are no longer a victim. You are a vessel of victory. My beloved child, I am proud of you. You have endured trials that could have destroyed others, yet you still stand.
You have faced battles that should have broken you, yet your faith remains. You have walked through darkness, yet your light has not gone out. This is proof that you are ready for the new chapter I am opening. You were not punished. You were prepared. You were not abandoned. You were strengthened. You were not forsaken. You were refined. And now you will see why. Lift your head, my child. See yourself as I see you. Not weak but strong. Not broken but whole. Not defeated but victorious. You are not what your past says you are. You are not what your failures tried to name you. You are who I say you are. And I call you chosen, beloved, and destined for greatness. You are a conqueror because my spirit lives in you. You are more than victorious because my hand is upon you. You are unstoppable because my decision hath been made. What once felt like endless pain will now reveal itself as priceless preparation for the life that is unfolding before you. So step forward with courage. Do not fear the future. Do not despise the process that brought you here. It was all working together for your good. Every unanswered prayer, every delayed dream, every painful night, it all has meaning now. You are prepared. You are ready. And I, the Lord your God, am walking with you into a season of victory that will leave no doubt that I was with you all along. My beloved child, now hear the revelation of your destiny. For I, the Lord your God, am opening before you a door that no one can shut. This is not an ordinary door. This is not a door crafted by human hands, nor one that depends on the approval of man. This is a door carved by my own will, shaped by eternity and time perfectly for this very season of your life. You have waited. You have prayed. You have endured. And now I declare that the time has come for you to step into the purpose I have prepared. No voice of the enemy can stop it. No hand of man can close it. No circumstance can block it. For when I open, it remains open. And when I move, nothing can stand in my way. My child, you are stepping into a season of blessings beyond what you have imagined. I'm pouring out restoration in the places where you thought all was lost. I am breathing life into dreams you thought were dead. I am bringing healing to the wounds you thought would never close. I am making all things new. Do not doubt, for you will see it with your own eyes. You will witness my favor marking your path. You will watch as opportunities appear where once there were only obstacles. You will see doors open suddenly, unexpectedly, and undeniably. And you will know it is my hand. The revelation of your destiny is this. You are chosen, set apart, and uniquely appointed for a holy purpose. You are not here by chance. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are my masterpiece, crafted with intention, carrying gifts that no one else carries. In the same way, I did not create you to live small hidden or bound by fear. I created you to shine with my light, to walk with authority, and to fulfill the assignment I wrote over your life before the foundation of the world. You may have doubted yourself, but I have never doubted you. You may have questioned your worth, but I have never questioned the value I placed within you. You may have thought you were too broken, too weak, or too late. But I say to you, you are right on time. You are chosen. You are ready. You are set apart. My child, this open door is more than an opportunity. It is a declaration. It declares that I have remembered you. It declares that I have heard your cries. It declares that the season of delay is over. It declares that your destiny is unfolding. You will no longer walk in circles. You will no longer feel stuck in endless waiting. You are stepping forward now into the flow of my favor, into the outpouring of my spirit, into the fullness of what I promised. I know you have faced many battles, and sometimes you wondered if the fight was even worth it. But every battle was shaping you for this very hour. Every tear you shed watered the soil of destiny, and now the harvest is ready. You will see blessings spring forth like streams in the desert. You will see restoration bloom in places that look barren. You will see healing flow like rivers into the deepest places of your heart. You will see my favor rest upon your home, your relationships, your health, your finances, your mind, and your spirit. This is not just one blessing. It is a flood of blessings. It is an uppouring that will touch every area of your life. Do not be afraid to walk through this open door. Do not let doubt or fear hold you back. For I have gone before you, clearing the way. The enemies that once stood in your path will not be able to stop you. The chains that once held you have already been broken. The walls that once blocked you have already fallen. What once was closed is now open, and it is open by my decree. Walk forward with confidence, my child, for I am with you. I am guiding every step. I am surrounding you with angels. I am covering you with my favor. You will not walk this path alone. For I, the Lord, am your constant companion. Type amen if you receive this blessing today and share this video so someone else can feel God's touch.